get so, because when you read someone else's book, you can kind of tell if the ideas are original, at least insofar as you're concerned. Well, I can't tell because these are my ideas. Well, not all of them, obviously, but they're ideas I'm at least deeply familiar with. So I can't tell to what degree it's original. None of it. And so it's also, I suppose I'm quite apprehensive about its release in some sense, because I've set myself up an impossible second act. Because the first book was so insanely popular. I think it's 6 million copies now in all the languages that it's been published in. So that's impossible. That never happens, right? It's like winning the lottery. It's probably less probable than winning the lottery. In fact, I'm virtually certain that it's less probable than winning the lottery. And to imagine doing that twice is, that's just, it happens, but it's highly improbable. Anyways, it's going to all come, and then, I'm in a different space than I was when I released this first book. So this is going to be compared to all my electronic avatars, which are busily working out there in the world. I think there's more of me outside of me now than there is inside of me, weirdly enough. That's another phenomenon that I can't really get my mind around. The power of YouTube. Jesus, that's quite the technology. When I put those first videos up, this was bothering me, this piece of legislation, and for a variety of reasons, some of which we've discussed. I talked to my wife and my son sort of casually. I said, well, I'm going to make these videos, see what happens. And just like, famous last words.
Yes. Yeah, man. Look, it's resonated. It will continue to resonate. You have an extraordinary ability to translate what people are feeling into the actions they need to take to get out of it. It is not a mistake that you are a very practiced clinical psychologist that is able to scale what you were doing one-on-one now to the many. It's extraordinary, and I think it's really had an impact on society. My fantasy
I love being a clinician. It was a great job. I really loved it. There was nothing better than intense conversations about how to make things better when both partners in the conversation are fully committed to that. It's such fun to produce incremental improvement, sometimes more than incremental, collaboratively. There's nothing better than that. I love doing my lecture tour because it was that on a large scale. I talked to Dave Rubin about that this week because, of course, he was along on the tour. And